The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Alice Walker. Maybe one of the reasons people don't think they have any power is because they don't think they matter. My name is Tim Maudlin, and I encourage people to do what they can, where they are with what they have. And I want to thank you for joining me this evening. This is the second video in my series, Rebounding in Life When Life Happens. And I've been telling the story about how my community rebounded from a tornado in March of 2012. In the first video, we talked about recovery and how recovery is possible. I wanted to lay the foundation that my community was able to recover from that devastation. And now as we dig deeper into how we recovered, or how we rebounded, I want to talk tonight about how everyone matters. I hope you'll stay to the end. I have a bonus tip tonight I want to share with you as well. But as we talk about everyone matters, as I was telling the story in previous videos, the day the tornado hit, I was really frustrated because it was so sudden and unexpected, and I hadn't done anything to help anyone. And I remember, as I've told you, that I went to bed that night frustrated because of those facts. But I also went to bed with an idea. And my idea was to design a t-shirt and to sell t-shirts to help raise money to help those who were impacted from the tornado. And on the Saturday after the tornado hit, I designed that t-shirt. And then on Sunday, I built a Facebook page. And we went from 8 people following on the Sunday to over 1,000 people by the following Tuesday. It was just amazing. And as I told you in the last video, we went from $0 on the Friday before when the tornado hit to making over $1,000 an hour on that Tuesday evening. Just absolutely amazing. Well, once we started selling the shirts, we had to go into production. And we were kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. We hadn't done anything on this magnitude before. And so as we were going into production, started printing the shirts and taking orders and all that, it was amazing how so many friends stepped up to help us. People were calling us and people were volunteering, and because we couldn't do it by ourselves. But so many people were reaching out to us to try to help. And tonight, when I talk about the idea of everyone matters, I want to tell you the story about one friend that called me, because what she did to this day just amazes me. Her name is Carol, and she, like me, when the tornado hit, was very frustrated. She was wanting to help just like I did, but she didn't know what she could do. But she had an idea. When she heard we were doing the shirt, she said, well, I can buy a shirt. And so she ordered a shirt. And then she got to thinking a little more. She said, well, I could not only buy shirts, I could help you guys fold shirts. And as I said, we hadn't thought everything through as to what all we were going to need. And so Carol came over, as did a lot of other folks, and help fold shirts. And that was just such a big help, because we were trying to print the shirts and get them distributed, but Carol came over and she folded shirts. Other people folded shirts. We had friends who volunteered to help with a database. We had friends who helped package the shirts, who distributed the shirts. We had people who would take the shirts out to different locations to pass them out. It was just amazing how that everyone pitched in to help our town, our community, recover from this tornado. And as I said, when it was all said and done, we had raised $89,000. And again, to this day, that figure just staggers me. I just can't believe we were able to raise that kind of money. But the thing was, there was power when everyone did what they could. And when you think about everyone mattering, or everyone matters, I wrote this down. I want to make sure I say this right. It was all of the ones that came together to do what they could. Every one, all the ones came together, and that was so cool. And that was so encouraging because we were all kind of isolated in our different frustrations because we wanted to help, but we didn't know how to help. And this was just, again, one idea that was taken all the way out and developed. There were so many people doing other things to help our community, but all of the ones came together, and that's how we rebounded. Now, you might think, we'll get to the bonus tip here, you might think that folding shirts is just a little thing. But I tell you what, it's a big deal when you're printing close to 2,000 shirts. And so what Carol did and what others did to help get those shirts ready to be distributed to the folks who bought them, that was a big deal. And it reminded me, I got a book in the mail just this week, and it's talking about little things. And I wanted to share that with you too, because we can't overlook the importance of the little things. Just like Carol came up with the idea to fold shirts. That was a little thing, but that was a big deal and a big help. And this book is by one of my favorite authors. I have most of his books, honestly. His name is Andy Andrews. I'll hold the book up here for you. And I just got this book this week, and I just started to read it, and it's just really good. It's called The Little Things, Why You Should Really Sweat the Small Stuff. And as I learned from this tornado story, the t-shirt story, it was all the little small things that came together to make a big deal to help the people in my community. The Little Things by Andy Andrews, and I'll post a link in the comments below. But again, as I leave you tonight, just remember, everyone matters. That includes you, and that includes me. And when we all do what we can, a lot of good can come of it. So until next time, I want to encourage you to do what you can. And I'll be back with another video to further tell you how we rebounded from this tornado. Thanks.